Game offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Anthony Ferkser, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Derrick Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. False false start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now Brown, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply just... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's to the 10. They can't tackle him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 22 yards for Derrick Henry. And the Titans are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Newton now to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A give to Henry. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on third down, Newton.
Well, he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Newton to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. To the air again, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Newton on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Patriots are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. And they will run it with Michel. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
He's going to let this one go deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.